Namaste. Does God exist? In one of my recent conversations with a friend of mine, the topic veered around to a similar topic. And then we had an interesting conversation. He told me something which was quite different to this topic that we have taken up for discussion. He in fact asked me, Prakash, do you like your mother? I lost my mother way back in 1996, and I told him while she was alive, of course, a lot. After she's gone, of course, she is in my thoughts and in my memory, and occasionally I do think of her a lot. He asked me why. So I told him, irrespective of what kind of a person you are, good, bad, ugly, kind-hearted, warm-hearted, hard-hearted, there is no single person who does not have a soft corner for their mother. For some people it's much more affection, for some people it's a very deep love. So he asked me why. I told him that a mother is one who has given birth to you. She gave space to you in her stomach for 9 months or so. And then from the time you were born till she left or whatever happened, she was the only one who would literally take full care of whatever you need even before you spell it out. There may be a few exceptions here and there, but the predominant, I would say even closer to as close to 100% as possible. If there is a number 99.999999%, mothers are like that. He said, what about your father? He was good. He gave me the education in terms of funding for that, and he gave me the occasional moral support and quite a few whacks in the back whenever I did mistakes. He said, let's look at one single life of you, and for you to be taken care, you needed a mother, and I am sure that more than anything else, the love, that unconditional love that she showered upon you, was something that you always wanted in your life. I said, of course, yes, all of us do. And father, because of his protective nature. Just for one creature, you need so much of love and protection for you to grow up to become what you are. Imagine the millions and millions of creatures, species which are abundant in this world, in this just earth alone. Leave alone what is prevalent outside of this earth, which is humongous in size and nature, which man has even till now hasn't understood what it is fully. Won't these species which cannot speak for themselves, take care of themselves, all need some kind of a love and some kind of a protection? I said, of course, they will need. Your mother, your father, all of them, the millions and millions of mothers and fathers of this world, who do they in turn depend upon? I saw the point that he was driving at. So I asked him, what is that you want to convey? He said, it doesn't matter whether God exists or not as far as I am concerned. But for me, for a meaningful living, we need someone who is outside of us, who can protect us, who can nurture us, who can love us, who can take care of us, to whom we can go and shout it, confide, pour our love, pour our hearts, without having to worry what that person would do back to us. Hence, he said, out of sheer practicality, the concept of a person who is ever present in your life, watching over you, looking at your interest, looking at every detail of your life and helping you to go along in terms of crisis when you're happy, is a must. And in my view, he said, I call that person or whoever it is as my God. Is there wrong in it? I said, it's not for me to decide, but the perspective that you have placed in front of me today is completely different and interesting. It's loaded with the feeling of the need of a human to have someone to look up to, as a person who would shower love, comfort, protect in terms of crisis and in other good times as well. The same point I thought of placing in front of you for you to consider what it means, whether a concept of God can be proved or not, is not what I wanted to drive at. But this specific point about the need for everyone, a universal God, if you may call it, to be present is of paramount need. And here we'll close this episode for today till we meet again. Thank you.